Hamas is now operating under new instructions on how to handle hostages if Israeli forces approach their locations in Gaza. The announcement comes after the Israeli military recovered the bodies of 6 hostages from a tunnel in southern Gaza. They had been shot as Israeli forces closed in. NBC's Matt Bradley reports from Tel Aviv.
Well, I'm here in what Israelis have rechristened as Hostage Square, and it's just one place among many throughout the country where we're going to see a third day of protests demanding a hostage deal. And a lot of their anger is focused at their own Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. And this is about these 6 hostages who were found dead just a couple of days ago over the weekend. A lot of folks here say that even though Hamas pulled the trigger, they're blaming Benjamin Netanyahu for not coming to a hostage deal that would have freed them before they were killed. And now we've also been hearing some chilling words from Hamas themselves. The spokesperson for the Al-Qassam Brigades, which is their militant unit, has said that there have been new instructions ever since June to kill any hostages once it seems the IDF is bearing down upon them. Now, this is a new ultimatum we're kind of expecting after we saw the corpses of those 6 hostages, because autopsies showed that they were alive 48 to 72 hours before their bodies were discovered. So the fact is that this is now becoming essentially a question of finishing off Hamas or saving the hostages' lives. That has always kind of been the math here, but Benjamin Netanyahu has consistently decided that he is going to choose destroying Hamas before he rescues the hostage. Now, that's a stark way to put it, but this is what Yoav Gallant, the Minister of Defense, has described this calculation. It's a cynical one, but one that Benjamin Netanyahu defended last night in an address to the country, where he said that he had asked the hostage families for forgiveness and then went into a lecture describing why his demands on these hostage negotiations must still stand and how they're necessary for Israel's security. Matt Bradley, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
Today, protests are set to continue after 2 days of street clashes brought Israeli anger right up to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's doorstep, demanding he reach a deal to free the remaining Israeli hostages in the Gaza Strip. The spark that ignited this anger? The discovery of 6 dead hostages in a tunnel in southern Gaza over the weekend.
I think everybody feel like they have to do something.
One of them, American-Israeli Hirsch Goldberg Poland, whose funeral was held yesterday.
Okay, sweet boy, go now on your journey. I hope it's as good as the trips you dreamed about, because finally, my sweet boy, finally, you're free.
President Biden asked about Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Do you think he's doing enough? No.
2 people briefed on the discussions, telling NBC News that Biden may offer a final take-it-or-leave-it deal to Israel and Hamas as soon as this week, in hopes of reaching a ceasefire agreement. Yesterday, Netanyahu directly addressing the families of the 6 murdered hostages, saying, "I'm asking your forgiveness that we didn't manage to bring them back still alive," but remaining defiant, saying he won't give way on his demand that Israeli troops remain on Gaza's southern border, a key sticking point in negotiations. Hamas saying in a statement that in response it would send other hostages back in coffins if Israel's military campaign continued. Also releasing this video of one of the 6, Eden Yerushalmi, made under duress before her death, her family approving airing of part of the video, Eden telling her family she loves and misses them. On Sunday, Eden's father touching his daughter's coffin as he mourned.